Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the Multi-Gen Collectibles YouTube channel. If you've been following us, if you've been watching our videos, if you've been subscribed to the channel, we appreciate it. If you've been leaving comments, thank you very much. Now, as you can see, this channel is dedicated to the childhood and early teenage years of my collection journey, which spans the years of about 1988 to 1994 that I shared with my grandmother. And in the previous videos, we've been going into this 5-row box. As you can see here, we got one row that has been emptied with the exception of some Upper Deck hologram stickers. We got the second row, third row, fourth row, and barely coming into the camera's view is row number 5. So it's a 5-row box that spans the test of time, as you will. And so far we've gone through 3 episodes of this 5-row box. We went through the first row over here, we went through this middle row, and now we're in this row here, second row. And this is now episode number 4. So with no further ado, let's jump back into where we left off, and we're picking up right here with some 1991 Upper Deck. All right, so let's see what we find in here. We're gonna try to get through as much of this section right from here to here in this video. Episode number 4, everybody, here we go. Leading things off, we have Stan Javier, who eventually went to the Dodgers after he was with the A's for a while. Here we have Kenny Rogers, Greg Hibbard, Moises Alou. There you go. Alou, who ended up winning a World Series championship, I believe, with the Marlins. What year was that? 97? I think it was 97, right? 97 or 99, one of the two. So yeah, he ends up winning a championship. Tim Cruz, Mark Davis, Bert Blyleven. I ain't seen that name in a long time. Having some fun with a beach ball. Look at that. Mark Whitten, Jay Howell. Now we're looking at a rookie. Oh, we got a Ramon Martinez sighting. Look at that. We're going to put that there. Mike Gallego. What an action shot. Look at that. Again, a huge fan of the photography of sports cards, even more today than I was as a kid. But you gotta love shots like that. Gotta love shots like that catch in action, in the game, instead of just sitting off to the side. Oh, look at here. For those of you that remember, in the previous video, where's my paper? I had a paper that my grandmother wrote and had a few of these Baseball Heroes cards wrapped up inside of it, if you remember. And then in the previous video before that, we had a few of these in the penny sleeve. And now it looks like we have a singular Nolan Ryan Baseball Heroes card chilling with the rest of these. So there you go. Barry Larkin, 1991 Upper Deck Hall of Famer. Oh, and there's another Canseco. We saw one of these recently in a previous video that we did. I don't remember if it was in this 5-row or a separate consolidated box. But I think it was in the consolidated box, now that I think about it. I've said to you many times what I feel about these collector's choice paintings and these drawings. Absolutely love them. Some people think that they're a waste of space. Some people think that, hey, they came in every pack, and yeah, they did, but there was just something special about them, man. I just love the artwork on it. Here we go, Baseball Heroes. This is the explanation of the Baseball Heroes, right? It says here, last year it was Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. This year, it's the strikeout king, Nolan Ryan. And before that, I believe it was Hank Aaron. So I think that, oh, what do we have here? Okay, so now we're back to some 1990. Here, let's get this together. So now we're back into some 1990 Upper Deck. So I knew that we had some 90 and 91 kind of mixed together a little bit. There's Cal Ripken Jr. again. We've seen that card a few times. So now we're back to some 1990. Let's see if we go back. There it is. We're back to 91. There it is. Barry Bonds Collector's Choice. Such a nice card, man. They're just beautiful pieces of art. That's how I see it, especially now. Dave Stewart getting his practice with photography. And now we have this random 1991 score, which we're going to see a lot of in one of the upcoming rows. So we're going to put that aside just to kind of make sure that we have that separate from everything else. All right. So far that's our 90 and 91 upper deck. Now let's jump into this stack, and we have a couple checklists, so we'll stop it there. These cards here on the left, these were cards from the previous video, so I knew where I had left off. All right, leading things off in the next stack, we have Bill Gullickson leading things off. Now we have Juan Samuel, Bryn Smith. Again, we're back into some 1990 upper deck, and lo and behold, here's some 89 upper deck, just randomly thrown into the mix. Look at that. We went from 90 to 89, back to 90. So that kind of tells you a little bit about my 11, 12-year-old, maybe 13-year-old thought process. Let's see, 1990, 91, I was 11, 12 years old. Yep. So there you go. No more than 12 years old by 91. Keith Hernandez, look at that. Keith Hernandez, the New York Mets first baseman of the 1986 World Series, I believe, will forever, always be a world champion, right? I think he played first base at that time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, look at here. 1990 Sandy Alomar Jr. card. Let's see. That would make this his third-year card. All right. Sandy Alomar Jr. We'll put that off to the side with the rest of the stars at that time. Derek May. Terry Shumpert. Back to some 89 upper deck, just randomly inserted in there. So back to 89 and 90. We're going back and forth. Can I get an 89? Can I get an 89? Back to 90. Back to 90. Sounds like we're doing some sort of an auction here, right? Jim Gott. And here we have another collector's choice. This is from 1989 upper deck. This is the 89 upper deck. So now we have some 89s. And there you have Eric Davis. Kirk Gibson. 89. Oh, snap. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, gosh. This is a gut punch to me. Whew. For those of you that know, look at that. Gibson being commemorated in 89 for what he did in the 1988 World Series. For those of you that know, I've shared the story before. For those of you that don't know, here's a story time. I have been an Oakland A's fan since 1987, when I first learned about Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire. 1988, I'm watching the World Series, and my Oakland A's are in the World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers, who happen to be the team that my family roots for. My mom is watching the television downstairs. I'm upstairs watching my TV. Now, mind you, that television was an old rotary television that was a black and white TV that maybe had a 10-inch screen, maybe a 10-inch screen. It had the antenna ears to get the channel right, and it had like 13 channels with the dial. And lo and behold, I'm watching this game upstairs. My mom is watching it downstairs on a color TV. And who comes up to bat? this man. Dennis Eckersley is pitching. He hits a home run to right center field. Wins game 1. Walk-off. And this is the card right here that will forever be the moment immortalized in a sports card. This card right here. Look at that. What a gut punch, man. My 10-year-old self was heartbroken. Heartbroken. And then this guy was the pitcher that closed it down, shut down the Oakland A's Bash Brothers bats. Dave Henderson, Ricky Henderson, Jose Canseco, Mark McGuire, Walt Weiss. Shut us down. God. Ugh. Eckersley couldn't do anything. Home run hit off of him. Gibson saves the series. The Dodgers go on to win it in 5. Gallego couldn't do nothing. Look at Dwight Gooden. Man, I love these 89 upper decks. Oh, gosh, look at that. My best friend growing up, Ramad Connick. Shout out to Ramad. That was his guy, Dwight Gooden. That was his team. The New York Mets were his team. Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden. Look at Barry Bonds, 1989 upper deck. Look at that. At Dodger Stadium, too. That's Dodger Stadium in the background. Hall of Famer Jim Rice. Pedro Guerrero, also a Dodger at one point. Hall of Famer Robin Yount. Tony Phillips. Golly, man. 1988 World Series. What a heartbreak. What a heartbreak. All right, so what do we have here? Oh, man. Reliving my childhood. This looks like these are the Baseball Heroes cards from the 1990 set with Reggie Jackson. No, that's not an on-card auto, although I wish it were. How special would that be? But he did sign a very limited number of cards, and they did feature his actual autograph. The rest of these are stamped. Look at that. Yo, remember when Reggie Jackson played for the Angels? Look at him playing for the A's. Remember when he played for the Angels and he was in the movie The Naked Gun? He was the villain. Remember that? He was controlled. Reggie Jackson was the villain in The Naked Gun. All right, let's do this. Let's go through these 89. Let's find those 89s again. Oh, that was it. Okay, that was it. Back to 1990. And we're going to finish here for today. Candy Maldonado. Don Assey or Ace. We're going to say Ace, right? Brett Butler. The legend himself. Why is Brett Butler not a Hall of Famer, but Rick Sutcliffe is? I want to know. Look at Bo. Look at Bo Jackson. Man. The man in action right there. Look at that. Craig Biggio, Hall of Famer. Juan Franco. Juan Franco, the ageless wonder. I read a headline yesterday saying that he came out recently saying that he wants to return back to playing Major League Baseball in his 60s. This man played well into his 50s, and now he's trying to return. Kevin Appier, the pride and joy of Lancaster, California. Greg Minton, there's Julio Franco right there. Immortalized. Ozzie Guillen. Star Rookies. Brian Dubois. Rob Ritchie. Oh, and look at that. Look what we got there. We have the Bo Jackson All-Star card. And, oh, we got 2. Okay. I like that. My grandmother, I remember, used to love this card. I don't know what it was about this card. She preferred the All-Star card over this card. But she loved, I guess, how he looked like he was waving. Maybe that's why. Look at the back. Staring off into the distance. Looking like he's appreciating a home run. So this is the base card. This is the All-Star card. Right? In which the storyline... Look at what it says here. Could he be the best athlete ever? Friends and family, I think we know the answer to that question. Even though he had a very limited career, I know he is the greatest athlete of all time. Look at Andre Dawson. And look at that. The Juan Gonzalez Star Rookie card that everybody was looking for. Juan Gonzalez, Steve Avery Star Rookie card, Kent Merker Star Rookie card. Man, Mickey Tettleton. Sheesh. Chili Davis. Oh, look at the Greg Vaughn Star Rookie card. Look at that. Greg Vaughn Star Rookie. And there's the kid. This is my non-autographed version of this card. If you remember in another video, I shared how I had this card autographed. Robin Ventura Star Rookie card. Legend has it there's an error version of this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what the error is. I guess I gotta look it up. So that's the story, that there's an error version of that card. And we're gonna finish it out with the rookie card checklist. There it is, everybody. Hershiser, Hayes, and Davis in the collector's choice cards. So we're gonna close it out there, everybody. Man, we have found some gems. We have definitely found some gems, and even some non-gems of some players that just had an amazing career, like this man right here, Julio Franco. Again, not in the Hall of Fame. Not in the Hall of Fame. But you could easily say he deserves a lot of recognition. But look at this. Juan Gonzalez, Star Rookie. Robin Ventura, Star Rookie. Would be, could be, should be Hall of Famers. Steve Avery, Star Rookie. Wow. Man, that was fun. And guess what? We still didn't go through all the cards that I wanted to. We still have to go through this little stack right here. So, in episode 5, that's what we're going to do. Come back for episode 5, everybody. I would appreciate you returning. Come on back home. Come on back home. Come on back. Come join us for another episode. Episode 5, right here at Multi-Gen Collectibles YouTube channel. We are also on Instagram. So if you haven't started following us on Instagram, please do so. We would greatly appreciate it. All right, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed what you looked at today. Hopefully you appreciated some of this 89, 90, and 1991 set of Upper Deck baseball cards. And it looks like we're going to get into, let's take a quick little peek. Let's take a quick peek. All right, we got the checklist as well there from the 91. Actually, 1990. Okay. I see what we're about to do. Looks like we're getting back into some 91 score. Okay? So when we come back in episode 5, we're back in 91 score after the 1947 World Series trivia. Okay? So we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.